Hey there, baseball fans and Dodgers Nation. Welcome back to the channel where we break down the biggest MLB stories and dissect the strategies that shape the game. Today, we're diving into one of the most compelling narratives of the offseason: how the Los Angeles Dodgers have transformed themselves into an unstoppable force for 2025. And why the other 29 MLB teams have only themselves to blame. The Dodgers' bold offseason moves. Fresh off a World Series win, the Dodgers have been on an absolute tear this offseason. While many teams spent their free agent dollars conservatively, or worse, chose not to spend at all, the Dodgers flexed their financial muscles like never before. They didn't just dip their toes in, they went all in. From signing left-handed ace Blake Snell to adding outfielder Michael Conforto, relievers Tanner Scott and Kirby Yates, and international free agent second baseman Hye-Sung Kim, the Dodgers have left no stone unturned. They also secured the #1 international prospect, 23-year-old right-hander Roki Sasaki, and re-signed key players like outfielder Teoscar Hernandez, utility man Kike Hernandez, and longtime ace Clayton Kershaw. In one fell swoop, LA has assembled a roster that many believe could be one of the best in MLB history. Why other teams didn't step up? Now, you might be wondering, why did the rest of MLB let this happen? The answer is simple: a lack of aggression in free agency. There were more than enough high-caliber free agents available this winter. Almost any team could have snapped up one or two of the Dodgers' targets. But when teams choose to be conservative or simply fail to compete financially, it opens the door for an organization like the Dodgers to dominate the market. Other teams' reluctance to spend allowed the Dodgers to scoop up nearly every major free agent of note. If more teams had been aggressive in signing top-tier talent, the free agent pool would have been thinner, and the Dodgers' blockbuster haul might not have materialized. In essence, while LA has spent extravagantly, the true spending problem lies with the rest of MLB for not matching that boldness. Spending and success in MLB. In baseball, there's no salary cap to hold teams back from outspending their rivals. And the correlation between spending and success is hard to ignore. Since 2011, 11 out of the 14 World Series champions have ranked in the top 10 by payroll, with several in the top 5. Last season, for example, the World Series featured the Yankees, second in payroll, and the Dodgers, fifth. Spending money doesn't guarantee a trophy, but it certainly provides more opportunities to build a deep, competitive roster. The Dodgers' approach is a perfect example of this philosophy. Their hefty spending has not only strengthened every part of the team, from starting pitching to bullpen depth, and from defensive upgrades to a historically dominant offensive lineup, but it has also signaled to the league that they're in it to win championships, not just playoff spots. A look at the 2025 Dodgers. On paper, the 2025 Dodgers are a juggernaut. Offensively, they're anchored by a trio of MVP-caliber players, think Shohei Ohtani, Mookie Betts, and Freddie Freeman, complemented by dynamic hitters like Will Smith and explosive contributors such as Teoscar and Conforto. The lineup is built to intimidate opposing pitchers and to dominate ballparks, both at home in Dodger Stadium and on the road. Defensively and on the mound, the Dodgers have invested in proven talent and promising young arms alike, with starters like Tyler Glasnow, Yoshinobu Yamamoto, and a returning Ohtani, who's set to make his pitching comeback once healthy, joined by emerging stars like Roki Sasaki and experienced firepower from Blake Snell and veteran aces like Clayton Kershaw. The rotation looks capable of weathering the long season, even when injuries inevitably strike. The role of leadership and culture. But let's not overlook the importance of team culture. As veteran Max Muncy put it, everyone's more hungry than ever. The Dodgers have fostered an environment where every player is driven by the desire to not only maintain their championship pedigree but to elevate it. The resilience they showed last season, battling injuries and near-elimination moments in the postseason, has only hardened their resolve. Their recent World Series win isn't just a trophy, it's a reminder that with the right mindset and the right resources, they can overcome any obstacle. Even when the season threw curveballs, the time they were on the brink in the NLDS or when a rotation stretched thin against a formidable Yankees lineup, the Dodgers proved that their depth and character can carry them through adversity. And now, with their offseason acquisitions, They've mitigated many of those vulnerabilities. Criticism from the critics. Not everyone is thrilled about the Dodgers' spending spree. Critics, including notable voices like Yankees owner Hal Steinbrenner, have grumbled about LA's exorbitant spending. Steinbrenner recently pointed out the difficulty for most team owners to match the Dodgers' aggressive approach. But let's be real, if anyone can justify such spending, it's the Dodgers. After all, they handed the Yankees a World Series loss just last year. Moreover, blaming the Dodgers for their spending ignores a crucial point. The rest of MLB had ample opportunities to compete in the free agent market. It wasn't just a Dodgers decision, it was a collective failure by other teams to be aggressive. If every team had spent like the Dodgers, the landscape of MLB might look very different. Instead, the Dodgers' financial boldness has set them apart and made them the benchmark for success. The inevitable outcome, 2025 and beyond. So what does all this mean for the 2025 season? Simply put, the Dodgers are positioned to be even better than they were last year. They're not just content with defending their title, they're gearing up to redefine what it means to be champions in this era of baseball. Even if injuries or unforeseen challenges arise, the overall depth and talent of this team make them perennial contenders. In a sport known for its unpredictability, the Dodgers have taken every step to ensure that they remain at the top of the competitive hierarchy. They've outspent, outmaneuvered, and outsmarted the other 29 teams. And while there's always an element of risk, baseball is, after all, a game where nothing is guaranteed. The odds are heavily stacked in their favor. A humorous perspective. The if only scenario. Let's have a little fun with this. Imagine the other 29 MLB teams as guests at a lavish dinner party. They all had the opportunity to order from the premium menu of free agents. But instead, they settled for the standard fare, leaving the Dodgers to come in and order the entire gourmet section. Now, the Dodgers are sitting back with a smirk, savoring every bite of their championship feast, while the rest of the league is left wondering where they went wrong. It's a classic case of, you snooze, you lose, and in this offseason, the Dodgers hit the snooze button on every competitor. Engaging with you. What's your take? Now, I want to hear from you. Do you think the Dodgers' aggressive spending will pay off in 2025? Were the other MLB teams too cautious? Or did they have valid reasons for their frugality? How do you see this impacting the competitive balance in baseball next season? Drop your thoughts, predictions, and even your best Dodgers versus the world memes in the comments below. Your insights are what make this discussion so exciting. Final thoughts. The new era of Dodgers baseball. In the end, the Los Angeles Dodgers have made a bold statement this offseason. By outspending nearly every other MLB team, they've not only strengthened their roster but also redefined what it means to be a contender. Their dominance is the direct result of other teams' inaction, a harsh reminder that in baseball, sometimes it's the risk-takers who set the pace for the entire league. As we look ahead to the 2025 season, one thing is clear. The Dodgers aren't just defending champions, they're on a mission to cement their legacy as one of the greatest teams in baseball history. With a lineup that blends superstar talent with deep, strategic acquisitions, and a culture built on resilience and winning, the Dodgers are poised to be the team that everyone else will be chasing. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the Dodgers' offseason dominance and what it means for the future of MLB, be sure to hit that like button. Subscribe to our channel for more exclusive updates and analysis. And ring the notification bell so you never miss a moment of the action. Thanks for watching. And here's to an incredible 2025 season in baseball. Let the games begin. Thank you for tuning in. And we'll see you in the next video as we continue to break down the biggest stories in baseball. Go Dodgers!